Hi everybody and welcome to a rather dreary day in Chinaris in DayZ on the PlayStation 4, and in today's video I thought I'd discuss rules of engagement, a kind of standard operating procedure for what you should be thinking about when you see other players specifically, and whether you should engage with them, talk to them, whether you should shoot at them, or whether you should run away. And the beauty of DayZ, the magic, if you like, of DayZ, is that there's no simple answer to this question. It depends on where you are, who you're with, who they're with, how much kit you've got, how much kit they've got, and obviously a big dose of luck with that as well. So let's start off with simple examples, and the idea with this is that having a standard operating procedure, having a rule of engagement, is so that you don't have the indecision about whether you should do something when you're in that situation. You just follow your rules, your operating procedure, you execute on that, and then you're then out of the situation into the next survival situation. So first things first, say when you first spawn in and you haven't really got any kit and you're near the coast, for example. At that point I feel happy, if I see someone pressing down on the D-pad on the Xbox or the PlayStation saying, "Hi, how you doing? Do you need any help? Do you want to team up? Have you seen anybody around?" That sort of stuff, because at that point you've got nothing to lose, because you haven't got any stuff, and they haven't got much to gain by killing you. Now, often you'll come across people who just enjoy killing fresh blood, as they spawn in. Maybe they just want to practice with their machine guns and things like that. But you're pretty okay to talk to, I would say, one or two people at that point if they haven't got much kit. If you're in that situation and you see someone who's heavily armoured like me, like I am now, and they've got all camo gear and it looks like they've got a couple of rifles, then you've got to think hard a little bit, because you've got to think, why are they near the coast dressed like that? They may well be bandits and enjoy killing people. They may be looking to join up with their friends, but what have they got to gain by being in that situation by the coast? Because all the good loot is inland. At that point, I would probably say, think about avoiding that sort of person. Give them a wide berth. By all means, if you can get on another side of a wall to them and say, "Hi, friendly. Have you got any food to spare? Have you got anything like that?" You never know. You might be able to help them. They might be able to help you. Well, they might be, yeah. But watch out, because in DayZ anything goes, and people will, they'll string you along. They'll take you back to their base where their mates are, and they'll kill you for a bit of fun. So watch out for that. If you see a number of players together, I would also really think about avoiding those people if you haven't got much kit. Well, even if you've got lots of kit as well, just avoid them, because generally it's blokes who play shooters like PUBG, and generally when you get a group of blokes together, they're looking to have fun, and sometimes outdo each other as well. And so if they've all got guns and they see you wandering around, even if you haven't got any stuff on you, they may well go, "Come on, let's go and get this noob. Let's go and kill him. Let's go and fuck with him," that sort of thing. So be careful about that. As you move into the mid game, where you say moving a little bit inland, and you've picked up something like a shotgun, you've got a backpack, you've got some food and drink. At this point, you can still follow those rules of engagement. So if you see somebody who hasn't got much kit, feel free to engage with them and see if they're all right. But look at their body language as well before you come up to them. Have they got their weapon out? Are they behaving sneakily? Are they? I think. Just trying to get to Tissy military base here. I think I know where I am. Right, so I want to go north now. Are they, for example, skulking in the shadows, or are they just running around, looting? And if somebody's sort of skulking in the shadow and looking like they're being sneaky, they may be thinking about, taking people out, and they may well be suspicious. So if they're just wandering around, just looting, say hi, how you doing, but be prepared to run away, or if you've got a gun, start to engage at this point. Try and think about the psychology of the other player as well. So if you've got someone like me, who is pretty well equipped now, I've got a USG, I've got a LAR with a telescopic sight, I've got loads and loads of ammo, I've got camouflage gear, I've got bulletproof vest, I've got tactical helmet. I've got a lot to lose if I die. So if you're approaching someone like me, even if I'm not a bandit, I could well be, a fairly friendly player. I help people out in this game. I will be very, very suspicious of anybody I see, because I don't want to risk losing all this stuff that I've built up over, several hours of gameplay. So be wary of that. It don't matter. Somebody could be the nicest person in the world, but if they've just found, they've got a suppressed M4 and loads of ammo, and they've got loads of food, and they've got nice equipment, they may not be that keen to risk getting into a conversation with someone who may well, when they, in their opinion, when they turn their backs, shoot them or come up and hit them in the head with a shovel and take all their kit. Now, when you're moving into what I would call the kind of end game situation, so this is where you're around the military bases. So if you're anywhere near a military base, anywhere near a military airfield or an airfield, anywhere near military tents or barracks, at that point, if you see anybody and they have a gun out, you should shoot to kill, because you just can't take the risk. Because when they go to places like this, they're looking for guns. They've got guns, and they'll be looking to engage people. So always think about, you see them, think, right, I need to kill this person if they're a threat to me, because they are a threat to you in that case, especially on the military airfield, and especially on the bigger military bases. As soon as you get there, it's shoot to kill. Do not take the risk of trying to talk to somebody, because people are on their guard when they're in the military bases, and they may well not be alone, and you need to take that opportunity. Now, just because you've decided to engage somebody, and say you're on the military, you're on the military airfield, in the sort of northwest of the map, just because you think, right, I'm going to kill this person, doesn't mean you should then shoot them straight away. Have a look around at your situation. Are there any other players there, who could be with them? Are there lots of zombies as well? Have you got a safe place to retreat to? Because as soon as you start firing your gun, even if it's suppressed, the zombies are going to start aggroing you and start running towards you. So what you need to then do is retreat to a safe situation, get rid of any zombies that may well have appeared, and then go and loot their body. If it appears there's too many zombies around, if it appears that they've got other players with them, be cautious, consider moving away, or go for the shot to kill one of them and then move away. This isn't PUBG where you'll run up and throw a smoke grenade and you can start looting their box. You want to kill the one and then reposition and then think about doing it the other way. So throughout this video, you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, there aren't that many situations where you wouldn't consider someone a threat. In most situations, if you're equipped, you're either going to kill them or you're going to move away, especially when you've got lots of kit. But always remember, if there's only you and there's only one other player, and they don't immediately get out their gun and start aiming at you, there's always the opportunity for dialogue, to press down on that D-pad and start talking. And you never know, you may well find someone who you can help each other, you can play together, and when you're playing together, if you do get into firefight situations or zombie battle situations and one of you goes down, the other one can resuscitate him. So there we go. Now also, when you're playing with your friends as well, and there's a number of you, say there's 2, 3, 4 of you, 5 of you as well, I would always say, when you come across other players, especially on the military bases and the airfields, just take them out, because it's going to be your chance to have a practice. One thing I definitely don't recommend is that I don't think you should go towards the coast where new people are and just go around shooting people. If you're in the situation where you're heavily armed, and you're well equipped like I am, and you are in those locations, do consider talking to people. Drop them a can of food, drop them some drink, and kind of help them that way. Don't just immediately shoot them in the head. But again, be suspicious. A lot of the time when you've seen in my videos, I've helped new spawns plenties of times. I've dropped them backpacks full of stuff, and what I tend to do is have a chat, drop the backpack full of stuff, and then I'm gone. That's it. I'm out of there, because I don't want to take the risk of them changing their mind, or the fact that I've only come across one of them, but their mate is in a house across the town, and he's just messaged him to come over, and then he's going to come up behind and double tap me in the head with a pistol. So there we go. Rules of engagement. Again, you could kind of sum it up with hope for the best, but always prepare for the worst. And if in doubt, if somebody else has got a gun, think about engaging them and take out that threat. But do take the opportunity to chat to people and help people if there isn't an immediate threat to your situation. Right, well, I'm coming up to the military base at Tissy now. So I guess it's probably time to finish this video. So, if you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. You can always support the channel through Patreon. You can come and join our Discord to join up with like-minded gamers. Put your comments down below. What do you think? When should you think you should engage with other players? Talk to them or engage with them by shooting at them. I'd be really, really pleased to kind of know what you think. And anyway, that's enough from me, and I'll see you again soon.